More than 80,000 Chinese students are being encouraged to return to Australia next year, with university chiefs confident the government's tensions with Beijing will not affect retention rates. The Prime Minister has announced fully vaccinated eligible visa holders will be able to enter from December 1 in a bid to bolster enrolments and fill labour shortages. As the borders reopen, universities have signalled that they'll focus on wooing back the nation's largest international student market to avoid a drop-off in numbers. Students from China and India account for almost half of Australia's 408,000 international student visas. About 65% of Chinese students who were formally enrolled here before the pandemic are now stranded overseas. The government expects 200,000 people will fly in for the summer.
The season for reopening after almost 2 years cut off, Australia is slowly allowing the world back in.
And today we are taking another step forward, a very important step forward.
Scott Morrison announcing from December 1, fully vaccinated eligible visa holders can head down under without needing to apply for an exemption. Those visa holders include
skilled and student cohorts, as well as humanitarian temporary working holiday maker and provisional family visa holidays.
All pumping much needed money into universities and businesses desperate to hire more workers.
It'll mean a lot for the economies of our country who need those workers and want to see those students return.
From December 1, the government is also making it easier for Japanese and South Korean residents who are double vaccinated to arrive without needing to quarantine, though they will have to fly into states already open.
Travellers will need to be fully vaccinated, they will need to provide proof of their vaccination status, and they will need to present a negative PCR test that has been taken within 3 days prior to their departure.
The government says it's working on a figure of 200,000 visa holders arriving into Australia during December and January. The majority are expected to be students and skilled workers, but the Home Affairs Minister has made clear that number could go even higher.
But we will be actively looking to bring as many people into Australia as soon as we possibly can.
Which raises the question, how many humanitarian visas will be made available to the 4,000 Afghans who have already fled the Taliban and those still trying to do so? An estimated 150,000 have applied for the 3,000 available positions. The Prime Minister says.
And I've always seen 3,000 as a floor, not a ceiling. I've made that, I think, extremely clear.
While a priority, he won't say how high that figure will climb. Jonathan Lee, Sky News, Canberra.